as the World Juniors makes its return to Canada's capital city for the first time since the 2009 tournament. We're getting all ready for Slovakia and Sweden, and Dalibor Dvorsky is one of the headliners this year. He's getting set to play in his fourth World Juniors and has eyes on that podium, while Theo Lindstein also returns from last World Juniors. He led all defensemen in scoring as the Swedes won silver, hoping to take that next step here in Ottawa. And with that, we say hello and officially welcome you to the 2025 World Juniors. I'm your host, Laura Dykin, joined alongside our analyst, as always, Dave Reed. And we are here at TD Place in Ottawa, Ontario. Happy holidays. We hope you enjoyed all of the fun and festivities over the last couple of days. And the World Juniors, of course, a tradition, a holiday tradition unlike any other. We are celebrating 35 years of this tournament. It gets bigger and better with each year, and this one could be the best one yet. It's a jam-packed day one to begin things off. We'll see the defending champs, the Americans, in action in the opening day of Group A, opening game of Group A against Germany. And we'll also get our first look at the hosts, of course, that being Canada, taking on Finland later tonight. But this is what is on tap here. Day one, the opening day of this 2025 World Juniors. For the Swedes, they once again come into this tournament with a locked and loaded roster, hoping this is the year that they finally see their gold medal drought come to an end. They came so close to seeing that end last year, but they did fall in the gold medal game to the Americans. On the other side of things, for the Slovaks, they have a bit of a medal drought as well. 2015 was the last time they hit the podium. Both of their journeys start here today as we welcome in Brian Mudryk and Craig Button, who will be the voice of Group B. And Brian, we're so happy to have you part of the team this year.
Laura, thank you. It's so exciting. This tournament is all about the future stars of the National Hockey League, and how about a star in our group? Axel Sandin Pellikka. Silver medal last year, Craig, the top defenseman at this tournament. How impressive is this? As a teenager, when he left the SHL, he was leading all defensemen in scoring. Impressive player and a young man to watch.
He's the captain and he's the leader, and it's not just that he wears the C, it's what the C represents. And for Axel Sandin Pellikka, he's got a calm to his game. He's got a sturdy, steady presence in his game, and he can play all the situations. He's an elite player, and there's no question about it that Sweden's going to need him to be at his very best. The thing with Axel Sandin Pellikka, rarely is he not at his very best, and at this tournament, that's what you expect. And we'll go to the other side, and the captain for Slovakia, Dalibor Dvorsky. What I just said about Axel Sandin Pellikka, same thing for Dalibor Dvorsky. Just a brilliant player, a competitor, somebody that knows this tournament so very well. And when you think about the captain for Sweden and the captain for Slovakia, they're two excellent prospects for their respective organizations, Detroit and St. Louis, and their countries are counting on them to be real present and significant factors as they try to end their respective medal droughts.
It was a great start last year for Slovakia. They won 3 straight games, then lost to the powerhouse United States, lost in the quarterfinal. A great test to start versus Sweden. Laura.
Here are how the groups are split up for this 2025 World Juniors. Group B, of course, here at TD Place. Group A will call the Canadian Tire Center home. The top 4 will move on to the quarterfinals, while the bottom 2 teams will play the relegation game on January the 2nd. So, Dave, we've got 2 of the more experienced teams when it comes to the World Juniors facing off here in the opening game of this tournament. 9 returning players for both sides. For the Swedes, we already touched on one of their headliners for this tournament, but who else could make some noise here in Ottawa?
Well, we've got to look up front. Otto Stenberg is the #1 goal scorer on this team. He plays on the top line with David Enstrom and Felix Unger-Sorum. These 3 can be absolutely dominant in the tournament. But keep an eye on Stenberg. St. Louis's first rounder in 2023. Scored 5 goals in last year's tournament. Ended up with 9 points. As a returning player with a silver medal, he wants gold. This whole line will be in the offensive zone the majority of the games. Stenberg is a goal scorer. He can shoot the puck like an NHL player. He drives the net hard. He will be buzzing around the offense in every single game. I expect him to lead the way.
We mentioned that Slovakia hasn't hit the podium here since 2015. That was also the last time they made it through the quarterfinals. Heartbreak the last 2 years as they've fallen in overtime in that span, or in that time of the tournament. What do they need to do to get over the hump here?
Well, they're going to need to play defense, and to have a good team with good team defense, you have to have a goaltender. Samuel Urban is a returning goaltender for Slovakia. He played in last year's tournament, although he'd probably like to forget it. He allowed 7 goals in just under 46 minutes in that 10-2 loss, the final game against the U.S. Urban has played 3 seasons with the Sioux City Musketeers in the USHL. He understands the small rink. He's a big goalie at 6'1". He is playing to be drafted. He's looking now to move on to the National Hockey League. He wants to have a great tournament. If he has a great tournament, Slovakia will be in the quarterfinals.
The good news, Slovakia and the U.S. not in the same group this year, but now you are all set for Sweden and Slovakia. We are ready to get this party started. They're ready here at TD Place. We will officially drop the puck and kick off the 2025 World Juniors from Ottawa right after this.
The 2020.
And so, babe, it's done.
I just sold my car to Carvana.
I just entered my license plate and I
answered a few questions. Bam!
I'm dropping it off and getting paid today.
How convenient is that?
Thanks for choosing Carvana.
Sell your car today and get paid the same day with Carvana.
Our stars rise.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
So how would you describe the chicken to someone who had never tasted it?
Literally melt in your mouth tender. We don't have a freezer, you know? It's almost like a farmer's market. When you walk into the restaurant, you should hear the sizzle that you're hearing right now. Just sends all those waves up to your mouth.
You're making me hungry.
Nightly highlights, live games, and insightful analysis. Nobody covers the game like us. This is NHL Network.
Happy holidays, Boxing Day, and finally the World Juniors is officially here. The 35th anniversary of the tournament right here on TSN. Our action begins. TD Place, Group B, Slovakia taking on Sweden here in the nation's capital. Special to be back in Canada. The referees are from our great country, Canada. The men running the lines from Denmark and Finland, respectively. Sweden made that gold medal game last year and trying to get back after they lost on home soil. They lost the Americans in that gold medal game. And Melker Tallinn is in net. World Junior silver last year, a 1-1 record in that tournament. Samuel Urban plays in the USHL for the Sioux City Musketeers, his second World Junior. You heard Dave talk about it. It was a tough goal for him last year in that appearance versus the United States, a 10-2 loss. And there's the head coach of Team Sweden, Magnus Havelit. He has 2 goals behind the bench at the U18s. His third World Junior, won silver last year. And for Slovakia and head coach Ivan Fenish, he returns again behind the bench. Slovakia, a 6th place finish last year. And away we go.
Hey, Mike, let me know when they close up. Okay. Go, boys.
All right, boys, we're officially underway. The puck is dropped, and Sternbach is in the corner on the puck, trying to clear it, and he will to center ice for Slovakia. Here's Bergquist in his own zone. He'll work it to the right side. Poked off the stick of Felix Unger-Sorum. Watch for him, number 16, a top player, and a draft pick of the Carolina Hurricanes. Here's Stenberg. At the Slovak line, plays it across Enstrom. Tried to work that in deep. He was met by Yako. It slipped in, and an early change here quickly for Team Slovakia. Tom Willander, first-round pick of the Vancouver Canucks, plays NCAA hockey at Boston University. He's in the corner and on the puck. Picked up by Theo Lindstein. Lindstein takes a look. Shift to center. And Slovakia to the line no further as Lindstein picked that off. Horsfield. He'll fire it in for Sweden. Puck in the corner. Richard Baran trying to free it for Slovakia. Shift down the ice by Pobajil. And that'll be an icing call early. And a face-off down the ice in front of Samuel Urban.
Magnus Havlet has a lot of experience with this group of players. A number of them have won U18 gold. It's falling a little bit short last year in the gold medal game, but the familiarity with the players and the players with him and knowing what style of game they want to play and how they can be successful, really important.
Face off to the right of Urban. Poked across, Hallquist sent it across the shot. Off the body and wide, it was ripped by Gustafsson. Hallquist. The pass-off shot just wide of the mark by Groff. He'll pick it back up. Nice little curl-around move. Herman Proff. And that'll deflect out of play. And for Slovakia, Craig, 2 bronze medals all time and a couple of 6th-place finishes.
And much like Magnus Havlet, Ivan Fanish has a lot of experience with this group of players, a lot of experience in the tournament. We see coaches continuously return to the tournament. I think it really helps the teams know when you have somebody behind the bench that can direct them and understand how the tournament unfolds and the poise that goes with it, the necessary poise that goes with it.
Chauvin racing after the puck. Good speed, Axel Hertug moved it away from him. Up that right wing, slash to center. As Fletchka could not advance it any further, and it comes to the near wall. Dej applied the big body check right in front of the Swedish bench, and collected by Krabalic. He'll hand it off, and Sweden will start a change here. Early stages of this first period in our first game of the 2025 World Junior here in Ottawa, the nation's capital. Home of the Ottawa 67s, as they're on a 9-game road trip, as are the Ottawa Senators, as the other group at Canadian Tire Center. Wrist shot right on her bench, stops and rebound through the crease, pumped in front, and that just missed. Unger Sorum, a great follow-up chance, and Bielek Unger Sorum could not beat Sami Urban. Quickly is Bergqvist trying to stretch ice again. Urban out to play it, and he will. Into the right corner. There's Sturback. He'll start play. Chip back to the line. And Sturback has it. Maxine Sturback plays at Michigan State University, NCAA hockey, one of the top teams. Ranked #1 for multiple weeks in the United States in NCAA hockey. Here's Enstrom at center. Trying to get the return feed, a good stick. That was picked off by Tromiak. Good defensive play by him. Puck battle at center, and Otto Stenberg wins the battle, then rips it in. There's Richard Baran. Trying to free it, gets some help. Kuchenberg works that back to center. Eagle Gustafsson plays it back for Hallquist up the right side. Pass intended for Anton Wahlberg. Wahlberg circling in front. He wanted the pass. It never came to him as Slovakia controls the puck. There's Luka Radobojevic. Draft eligible. The young defenseman for the upcoming NHL draft this summer. He was a star player for Slovakia at the recent U18 tournament. That was played in Finland.
Pavel Branko played in this arena a number of times, playing in the Ontario Hockey League, as did Dave Reed.
Peter Valiant will start to play to center. Pocket picked Peter Cesar, couldn't advance further, and it's back to Sweden, back to Rasmus Bergqvist. Bergqvist at center ice. Couldn't ship it up that left side as that was interrupted. That wrist shot right on, rebound try, and a good burst from Wojtek, who got a good look up the right wing, and the first good test for Tallinn, who made the stop.
Real good on the puck pressure, and then Bergqvist turns it over, and quickly it's a scoring chance and a good save by Tallinn.
Fletchka again battling for the puck, back to Sturback. That was off the stick of Bergqvist, back to Sturback in his own zone. Sturback, he'll play that to center. Moving in is Kovac. And he got dumped. That was Gil Lindstein, the big defenseman, roughed him up along the boards. Wrist shot deflected and wide of Tallinn. Trying to see Dej, big body check as well. Physical hockey. Henquist took the body check that time as Tom Bolander will hand it off.
There's some big bodies here for Slovakia.
And they're banging early in this hockey game. Ripped in by Otto Stenberg, part of this top line as they're out there. Enström and Ungersoren. Top line for Sweden, and a lot of offensive power from them up front. Kuchenberg got the line. Played to center ice, and stopping on a dime there was Felix Ungersoren, but he brought it in a bit offside.
Felix Ungersoren gets the puck on the wall, but as he gets the puck, he's not satisfied being on the outside. He brings it right into the middle and then gets a really good shot off. And on the rebound, not able to navigate it was David Edstrom. And then there's the giveaway by Bergfest, and Wojtek goes right in, and he makes a quick decision. I'm going to shoot it. There's a rebound there, but you can just see where Cesar is not able to get a stick on it. Two good scoring chances.
Weird Karam off the stanchion here inside TD place. Slovakia able to get the puck. Pekarczyk starts the play. In comes Dvorsky. He'll power in. Dvorsky, as you talked about, a draft pick, first rounder, the St. Louis Blues, playing in the American Hockey League, and one of the few pro players in this World Junior Hockey Championship. You count the canceled COVID year, his 5th World Junior appearance for Dvorsky. He's on the puck, good still, trying to protect centers. Nobody home. Radovojevich towards the net, wanted the tip, but no one there. And Brown able to hold it in though. Dvorsky, wrist shot tip through traffic. And Dalibor Dvorsky, a little bit of a glimpse of what makes that young man dangerous. The captain for Slovakia. A beautiful day one, our World Junior coverage in the nation's capital, Ottawa, officially underway, the 35th anniversary of the tournament right here on TSN.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join millions worldwide on hockey's #1 destination. Follow any league, team, or talent. Track all trades and compare the players shaping the game. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
Custom Ink helps us motivate our students with custom gear. We love how Custom Ink takes care of everything we need so we can focus on the kids.
We make it easy to wow all your groups with high-quality custom apparel, accessories, and promo products, all backed by our guarantee at customink.com.
Give yourself a sweet boost with Candy Crush. Tasty. Candy Crush. Play now. Gift cards available today.
Showcase Sunday, January 12th, 3 Eastern on NHL Network.
When you look at our group, obviously Sweden, one of the favorites to come out on top. You look at the last 5 World Junior results, obviously trying to get that gold medal. Craig, they once had a 56-game winning streak in round-robin play. That was snapped in 2021 against Russia in overtime, but it means nothing if you don't bring that gold medal home.
It's very interesting with the record of Sweden. We talk about them not winning the gold medal, but you know, the last time they won a gold medal was 2012. The kids here were 7, 6, and 5. And they're the ones who have to answer questions about it continuously.
Yeah, the golden goal, Mika Zibanejad. I think that one was in Calgary. And
it was.
That was the exciting moment in OT. And it's been a long drought for Sweden trying to get back on top of the podium. They've been close, and they've been coming too, Craig. We covered the U18 World Hockey Championship. A couple of goals in recent years there and knocking on the door at this tournament as well. Just have to get over that hump. And the Americans and the other group, they look very strong. As Lauren Dave talked about, 9 returning players for Sweden. That silver medal from last year on home soil.
When you talk about the U18, they have a number of players on this team that won gold in 2 years ago and then lost in the gold medal game to the USA in overtime. So they're right there.
Here's Granberg in the corner, trying to free the puck, and he will. Up to the point. Wrist shot, and Urban saw that from distance, kick to the side. Backhand pass, never made its way through. Good battle. David Granberg having a good shift as he'll drop it off down low. Memphis is parked in front. Worked across, Gustafsson skates it in. He'll curl away. Gustafsson brings it back to the line. Gustafsson, good skating, but no harm. That shot off a stick and out of play here inside TD Place.
There's that preliminary round, I mean, including the 56 game unbeaten streak, quarterfinals. They get there. They get to the medal round. They get to the semifinals, and you can see in the medal games the record hasn't been what they would like, but they get there, and they get there as much as any country in the world.
One gold medal in the last 43 years, and that gold we talked about, Zibanejad, the gold and go in OT back in Calgary in 2012. Felix Unger Sorum in his own zone. He'll play at the center. 39 minutes gone here in this first period. Our opener as Edstrom tried to walk in, couldn't bring the puck with him, gets it back. As they turn it over again, Sandy Pellikka across, Edstrom reaching for it, bouncing puck in the slot. And finally, it was cleaned up eventually by Bakarczyk.
That was a nice play by Jenko, who intercepted that pass by Sandy Pellikka.
Pass behind Bakarczyk as Stenberg quickly the other way, up the left wing. Stenberg, he lost an edge as he fell. Bakarczyk checking him. Puck at the line and eventually jammed back to center. And that'll be slashed out of play by Peter Valent.
Dave Reed was talking about Otto Stenberg being an elite shooter, and he is that. And he's a competitor. When he gets the puck into those areas, top of the circles down inside the dots, he's deadly. His brother, Ivar, is a top player for the 2026 draft. And some good hockey bloodlines in the Stenberg family.
Stenberg, a first-round pick of the St. Louis Blues, so probably would have saw Dvorsky along the line in that organization as both try to pave their way to the National Hockey League. Puck out far boards. Tom Belinder plays it to Lindstein. Lindstein takes a look off that right side. Wahlberg cutting in, couldn't bring the puck with him as that shot rebound backhand right through the crease. And Felix Nilsson was there, couldn't find the puck in time. It's all set up by the deep pairing of Lindstein and Belander out there right now. Wahlberg looking across. Lindstein at the goal line, curls around, penalty coming up. Sweden going to go on the power play here. Extra attacker out as Thelin to the box. As Thelin to the bench, pardon me, to get the extra attacker out. It'll be Slovakia going to the box on the delayed penalty. Both teams will get a change in. Top Guns out here for Sweden as they'll try and do something with the extra attacker out there. Fired in, and Urban, they will suggest he did have possession. So the first power play of this year's World Junior Hockey Championship awarded to Sweden. Special teams so important in tournaments like this. And there's the penalty right in front as a cross-check. Ekman trying the call.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join millions worldwide on hockey's #1 destination. Follow any league, team, or talent. Track all trades and compare the players shaping the game. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
Wow, DraftKings, that's an aggressive offer. Right, Paul Bizanet?
Yeah, great offer.
Biz, what's with them?
You're a business star! I've watched a lot of hockey from the penalty box, so they make me feel at home.
Those throw pillows don't match!
It's nice to have fans.
New customers turn $5 into $150 if your bet wins. Paid instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Guys, too far.
See you tomorrow, Paul.
The San Jose Sharks select Macklin Celebrini.
You're watching NHL Network.
Well, there's the culprit, guilty as charged for cross-checking. But when you get to the front of the net and you establish presence there, you're not only going to get scoring chances, but now you're going to draw the attention of the opponent. In that regard, for Slovakia, it was negative attention. Sweden on a power play, and this power play is really good with Wilander and Axel Sandin Pellikka at the points.
Two defensemen on the power play here for Sweden.
They don't have better forwards that can play those positions.
We talked about Tom Wilander as Second season, Boston University, and what can you see with Axel Sandin Pellikka, top tournament defenseman last year. He's on the puck right now. Leads all SHL defense minutes scoring back home in Sweden in their top league as a teenager. Sweden will work it around. Eklund, Lander. Sandin Pellikka thought about the shot. It was in his skates. Axel Sandin Pellikka. He'll work it across. Eklund, Lander. A shot and a good block, and that one stung as Tom Lander back on the puck. Lander. Unger Soren. Trying to dish that across, and that was a good stick and backhand down the ice. E-pass was knocked down nicely.
Those plays just don't happen anymore. A defending team has to make a big mistake. They're too good at knocking those pucks on the cross seam down.
Felix Unger Soren brings it in, protects the puck, he'll control. Sandin Pellikka. Lander. Sandin Pellikka. Tom Lander up top. Sandin Pellikka. One-top drive, and Urban fought it off with a shoulder shave. Good keep on side, and again, wow, that was blistered. Sandin Pellikka, and a weird bounce again off this glass inside this building, something both teams will have to adjust to. But luckily, Samuel Urban, he was alert, and he made the stop.
Wow, this is a quick shot, and Urban just stays upright right off the shoulder and deflects it away. Then you got to be sharp, as you mentioned, Brian. It comes right off the glass and comes right back into the front of the net. It's a fortunate bounce for Slovakia, and it folds right into the equipment of Urban.
Another face-off win, Sweden. Lindstein works it across. Irish shot, and that was whipped and missed the market all the way down the ice. Racing after it is Wojciech trying to get there for Slovakia. Stenberg leads the rush, and a little bit too quick as Sweden's charged with the offside. And 33 seconds left in the first power play shots. They took one away, 5-1 in favor of Sweden. You talk, Craig, about the offensive weapons for Sweden on the back end. Sandin Pellikka in this tournament alone, 17 points in 14 World Junior games. His third World Junior championship here. And a star player to watch in our group. First round pick of the Detroit Red Wings.
He won the Börje Salming Award for Best Swedish-born defenseman in the SHL last year. There's a penalty upcoming here. A trip. Anton Wahlberg going off. There's Wahlberg on the wrong side, stick right between the legs, and down you go. So a power play that had a couple of chances. Now Slovakia will get their opportunity. Sandin Pellikka winning the Börje Salming for Best Swedish-born player in the SHL, also on a championship team with Skellefteå, and he is destroying the SHL this year in SHL play. He has been phenomenal. The Red Wings can't have him over soon enough.
22 points in 25 games. Axel Sandin Pellikka in the SHL with Skellefteå. Here's Dvorsky waiting, shooting, score! The icebreaker at the World Juniors in Calgary.
That's a 4-on-4 goal. So that's not even a power play goal. That's a 4-on-4 goal. Now they're going to go on a power play. But a real quick play off the face-off. You can see where Sturbeck gets onto the puck quickly. And then Dvorsky has all kinds of time to pick a spot. And you can see where Thelin is just a little bit off his mark. And there's a lot of net there for Dvorsky to hit. And Thelin off the mark. And so it's a 4-on-4 goal. You get the offensive zone face-off because of the penalty. And now it's 4-on-4, and the power play is coming up. Yeah, Dvorsky knows his scoring pose. Bring it on, he says.
12 points now in 15 World Junior games for the captain. And an icebreaker at this championship, the first for him, the first at the tournament. And 4-on-4 for 8 more seconds. Dalibor Dvorsky, what a shot to make it 1-0 Slovakia. Remember last year, a great start. They won the first 3 games and got off to a wonderful start in the group competition.
I thought they played tentative when they got to the quarterfinal. They were a good team last year, and then all of a sudden they got tentative where I felt they didn't need to be tentative in that game, but hopefully a learning process for Slovakia and a number of the players that were on that team, and for the coach.
So now they're on the power play. Sturback takes a look. He's going to dish it back. Yankel works it to the far side, picked up behind the net. As Slovakia sets it up. Sturback runs things up top. Sturback, wrist shot in front. Batting court still loose. And a good puck battle as Yankel was in front. Reaching for the puck, and he couldn't cash in. Dalibor Dvorsky works it down low. Yankel, Dvorsky. Dvorsky to the line. Sturback waiting, shooting. And the rebound available and cleared as Tallinn. Big stops here. He's got to be big on this penalty kill now.
I love those plays by Sturback. They'll get the puck into the net, try to create a rebound, and then all the other players in front of that net hunt.
Radivojevich with some speed, then he handed it off. Fired in by Wojtek. Puck in the corner. Chromiak. He'll hand it off. Radivojevich. Chromiak, he'll get it back. Radivojevich, a wrister, and that was knocked down in front. Eltorn, a good job to block it. Just held in, though, by Radivojevich as he keeps it alive. Time winding down. One-time drive, and that was whistled high as Jakub Chromiak plays for Kitchener in the OHL with a rocket shot to end that power play.
The quarterback on the power play, Maxim Sturback, and the puck gets into the net area, and this is a good play by Yanko. Finds the puck, and he just misses getting a clean bunt on it. Trying to get the puck up in the air, and it doesn't come clean off the shaft, and could have been 2-0 there, but that play where you get the puck into the net, good play by Sturback.
2 shots on that power play for Slovakia. Face off to the right of Melker Tallinn, and cleared to center. So Sweden trailing by 1 in this first period. 6 minutes remaining in our opening game here at TD Place in Ottawa. Enstrom finds the puck. He's going to shoot it in. Good speed by Stenberg, hustling into the corner, and then sent all the way down the ice. That should be icing against Slovakia, and will be. And for Slovakia, Craig, they have a couple offensive weapons. You just saw one, and they don't have to chase the game now here in a big first game for them versus Sweden.
You're talking at this level, U20, lead offensive player in Dalibor Dvorsky, and you know, when you have those types of players that can, with one shot, change the course of a game, as you said, get you in front of it, not chasing it, becomes really significant.
Enstrom lines up. He'll face Frantisek Dej. Dej wins the draw. Slovakia chips up that right side. So another face-off down the ice in front of Samuel Urban. Well, there's a real good one in Montreal I get to call all the time. Obviously not a part of this tournament, though, in Juraj Slafkovsky, but some big-time names coming up and exciting for this country.
No question, and there's no question that Slovakia hockey is back on the upswing, and Miroslav Shatan, his father, who runs the federation, is the head of the federation, just done a brilliant job with the development in the country, and that starts a lot younger, long before the kids get to this level.
Remember, Craig, at the U18 in Sweden, they were relegated in 2019 and then fought their way back, and now back-to-back fourth-place finishes at the Under-18 World Hockey Championship. As you know very well, it feeds this tournament, those players, and a lot of confidence now at that level. Remember, a couple years ago, took Canada to the brink in that bronze medal game, if not for the brilliance of Macklin Celebrini in overtime, winning that bronze for Canada.
They took Canada to the brink, if not for the brilliance of Connor Bedard in Halifax.
Yeah. So it's nice to see the program up and coming for sure.
So real credit to Miroslav Shatan and what he's been able to do in there, because as I mentioned, it starts long before you get to this tournament. You got to start developing and having a belief in your young players to be able to grow. That's exactly what's happened and why we've seen Slovakia have some real good competitive teams at the U20, U18 levels.
And his son competing in this tournament, a capital 7th round pick, as you saw on the board. Hard to call him junior, Craig, when you see how big the young man is. He is He's 6'6". He's a big forward for this team. As Horsfall cutting in, splits the D and right towards Urban. He'll play it not out. Sandy Pelika's drive hits the button.